Because some men don't. Does your husband brush his teeth? Because some men don't. Oh my gosh, does your husband even have teeth? Because some men don't. Does your husband take out the trash? Does he dress well? Does he know how to dance? Is he a great dad? I mean, he can be a crappy husband, and at least you could admire the qualities that he provides as a father. I can go on forever with these questions, but these are the types of questions that if you're seeking out, you can actually find something to express gratitude for. And I will admit, this was and still currently is a weak area of mine. And while I was never one of these women that spoke poorly about my husband, like I never understood the logic of why you would, you choose this guy and then you go out and diss on him to other people, because it honestly just makes you look bad. I think in my mind, I thought it was good enough for me to just not speak poorly of my husband. But I didn't understand the importance of not only not speaking poorly, but I never expressly went out of my way to show him and tell him like how thankful I was as a wife, for who he is as a person and who he is as a husband and as a father, and what he does for our family and for our marriage. So if praise, appreciation, and gratitude are so important, why wasn't I doing more of it? Well, the first reason is that we had a difference in love language. And when I'm speaking about love languages, I'm talking about the famous book, The Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman. But it's a concept that basically says that every person receives love differently. And so if you are expressing your love in the language, that is how you actually feel loved. It might be different than your husband or vice versa. For him, words of affirmation are huge. For instance, I remember a project my husband did. He was working in the house, and as he was finishing up and he's just kind of like standing back admiring his work, he turned to me and he's like, "Are you proud of me?" And I found the fact that he even asked me that question weird, because like I've always been very confident in his abilities to, even if he didn't know something, be able to figure it out, particularly when it comes to like house projects. So my confidence in him and his ability to get the job done was always very high. And because of that, confidence was always very high. Like I was like, well, yeah, of course you did it. Like I didn't expect anything different. And for him, it was very important to hear those words that I, as his wife, was proud of the job he just did. And because my love language is acts of service, I didn't realize that he needed those words of affirmation, and that he would feel so loved and cared for when I expressed that. The second reason is that I thought it was going to give him a big head.